Right guys, this is the cam build. I was a 91 until I changed all my traits around and did all my build properly. It can be around about 5'8" to 5'6" to 5'10", 149 pounds, depending on what you want as a cam. But they're about the best builds to have 5'6" to 5'10", no higher than that. You don't really need to be any higher than that. As you can see, I'm 92, and these are the traits. I mean, you don't really need it on stamina because your stamina is quite high anyway. You don't need it on stamina. So, and you don't need it on strength because you're small. It's not going to make any difference to you anyway. So, you don't need it on defense because you're not in defense, and you don't need it on that. So, you're not going to be doing any of that. Right? You need it on these ones though. I mean, it depends really what you can. I mean, you can take that off and take that off. I mean, you can also take that one off. You don't have to have them on. Depending on what you want as a player, if you want to be, because you can, you need to be able to tech people on and you know, and skill moves and stuff like that. So you need to leave these on really, because these are important as a cam. You really need to be, it's very skillful. So you do need to leave these on. Now passing, you need all these on. Apart from long throws, you're not really going to be using that. It's not important to use that. You obviously need crossing. So look at the curve, and that's 95. I mean, long shots and long passing is pretty good. So yeah, that's what you basically need on. You need long passing and curve and swerve ball and things like that. Obviously, because you're going to be crossing balls in and stuff like that. Shooting, it's a bit different on this one. Obviously, because you're a cam, you're going to need shot power and finishing, because you're gonna take shots because you're a cam, you know. You need the weak foot on, and you need this one on here, the weak foot as well. So you know, you do need them on. It's important, and obviously you're gonna need pace, because I mean acceleration and sprint is quite high on this player anyway. So yeah, if you go to you lose a couple, you know, obviously on each one. So that basically the smaller you go, which isn't, don't go any lower than 5'6", but you can go from 5'6" to 5'10", depending on what you want as a player. If you want to get up in headers, which will give you a couple if you go to 5'10", but if you, and like I just said to you a minute ago, I was 91 until I sorted all my traits out. Because I'm not a cam anymore, I didn't get a chance to do it, but because I'm always a goalkeeper now, that's why I'm a goalkeeper name and whatever else. I have to, you know, I don't concentrate on cam or anything anymore. But if you want to be an effective cam, like I said, I've seen no end of people at 91 and 92, 91 striker. But if you actually watch my video, the videos I put them up for a reason, because to help people. Because I've been in the same problem myself, and I had to look it up ages ago. I just never got around to doing it. But starting to get these videos out so I can get people helping people and stuff, like, you know, these videos need to be out so people can, you know, get out to people so that they can get the same help. Because I've seen no end of people at 91 and 90, and if they just sort the traits out, all you have to do is go back, sort all these traits out like this. You sort them out, you will go to 92 as well, like I've just done. So it you know, it does help to get them right. So anyway, we'll have a look at these again, so to make sure that you know what to do on it. So basically, you don't need these on. It's not important because you're fast anyway. You're small. You don't need defending on because you're not a defender, unless you're a cam like a CDM. But like I said, the build I just did for left back and right back, similar kind of build you have to use for CDM, but I will be doing a CDM tomorrow, so you know, just to get you, so you know what to do. So anyway, that's this. You basically need all these on. I mean, you could, like I said, you could take these off. You could take, no, sorry, I need to do that. You could take that one off and that one off. I mean, you could take them off like that. You know, you could go in with that and go to 5'10", which would make you not as agile. But like, if you're 5'6", you want to go 5'6", which is really fast. You definitely want these on, because you've got no strength at 5'6". You've got no strength, and you've got no strength to push players away from you. so you need to be able to get away from them. You definitely need agility on, because you're going to be able to move around a lot quicker. So if you've got all these on you, you've got the pace, and you've got the skill to get round players, which is really handy to use, really handy to have. Anyway, passing, obviously you're a cam or you're anywhere in midfield, you're going to need a lot of passing on. You need to have these passing. I'm going to look at that. 90, 93. I've got 96 short passing. 96 short passing. So I've got curve, I've got 94. So yeah, it does help. And then you could put this on, which the only thing this does really is helps you when you're in corners and stuff like that. And say, that orange, the yellow circle that moves around goal, that basically stops moving. That's all that does really. It doesn't really do anything. You could have that on if you preferred it on, but that's all that really does really. I've had it on, it really doesn't help me any really, because to me I prefer it to move, because it's not in one place. I like to move it around, but it's up to you. You could have this on, but you don't need the long throw, the giant throw. It's not important, that. But if you wanted to put this on, like I said, you could take points off your dribbling. Like I said, you could take that one off. You could take flare off, which is that one, or you could take that one off and put it on here. You could put obviously you could put that on if that helps you any. If you're new to the game, obviously, and you've got all your points or whatever, and you've got points to burn, then put it on this, by all means. But like, it's not necessary. And then if you took your dribbling off, you could put some on corners. Free kicks and penalties, depending on what you prefer. But you don't really need these, because you're 5'6". You're not really going to be winning headers anyway. If you go to 5'10", I suppose if you took dribbling off, you could put one on there, something like that. It's completely up to you. But that's depending on really your game style. But this is what I've just done. And like I said, I was 91. I've just sorted all these traits out to exactly where they should be. And now I've gone up to 92, so that's because I've just not got round to doing it. But basically this is exactly how it works. So you don't need any on there, you don't need any on there. You need them on. You could take them off and take them off, like I said. You don't need giant throw, and you could take set piece off. You need them on as it is there, and you need full pace. So that's it really for cam. And like I said before, comment down below if anyone needs any help with any other builds. I have done all the builds apart from Lamb. Basically, in fact, yeah, Lamb and Ram, basically, it's the same kind of thing. Exactly the same. But apart from, obviously, on your, if you were doing a Lamb or a Ram, you'd actually take that one off there. You'd have to take this one off and take that one off, and basically you'd put them on here, really. So that's basically what you need to do. That's it. And then basically that's it. That's all you need to know for a lamb and a ram. Basically that's it. You definitely need second wind on, because you're going to be on wing. And you could go fives, like I said, 5'6" to 5'10". Completely up to you. But you don't need any on there. And if you're a lamb, you'd need that on. So that's it. All your skill points. So if you need lamb or a ram, you definitely need that on, because you're on wing. You're going to take throw in, aren't you? You're going to take throw-ins. But that's it really. That's it. There's no difference between that and exactly the same thing for a lamb and a ram. So basically it. So anyway, this is the perfect cam build anyway. So, but like I said, that's all you need to do for a lamb and a ram. You'd take them off skill points and some off dribbling, which is that one, and that one, which will give you enough to put on there, because you're going to need second wind. So yeah, that's it guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be doing this. I will be doing some more videos on it if anyone needs any help. So just comment down below, and like I said, I'll try and help out as much as I can with anyone that needs help. So, and I know how hard it is to get all this right, because no end of times when I first started this game, it's been difficult to get exactly the traits exactly right, and sometimes you can have it how you want it and not realise that you've got it wrong. And what happens is your thing says full up and you can't rank up, And you see, that's the thing, if you don't get these traits right and position them in the right way, then you're not going to rank up to 92 if that's what you want to do. I mean, you know, so anyways, like I said, if anyone needs anything, any other help, just comment down below and I shall help as much as I can. Right, okay guys, thanks for watching and peace.